Hi friends, welcome to our YouTube channel IT Support. And in previous video you learned the permissions in Linux. So now today we are going to learn special permissions in Linux. So uh, the special permissions are applied to the user, group and other. So there are three special permissions. First is SUID, then second is SGID, and the third is sticky bit. What is SUID? Suppose you want to give a permissions for any executable file which is generally having the permissions of root, and you want to allow any other user to run that file as a root. So you will be applying SUID permissions for that file so that other user can execute that file as a command. So generally SUID is applied to executable file which is run as a command. So suppose let's check. I'm giving you one example of passwd. It is a command by which any user can change his password. So let's check the permissions for password file. So here you can see SGID permission, which is a special permission given to this file so that any other user can execute this file as a command. Now the second special permission is SGID. This permissions is given for group. Suppose any group wants to execute any file. Suppose mail is the file which is used by every user in the system. So we keep this file uh, as SGID. We set the SGID for that file so that the group can execute that particular file. Okay. Now the third is sticky bit. If sticky bit permission is applied to the directory, generally it is if we applied sticky bit permission to any of the directory, then any user can have access for that file, for that directory, and they can make their file. But for that file, that user will be allowed to create that file, and they can make changes to that file. Other user can also check that file, but they cannot delete that file. They can read the content, but they cannot delete that file. So it is the mutual space provided to other user where all user can create their file, but no one can delete other user file. So it is a special permission which is generally applied to the shared directory. So let's check the SGID first. So this is one of the file which is used by group. So here you can see special permission is applied to the group, and here it is S. It is denoted by S. Okay, and let's check the S sticky bit permission for directory, and generally temp is having this permission. See, it is denoted by T. So temp is having sticky bit permission. Any user can keep their file inside temp. So now if we are talking about the octal value for this special permission, so SUID is denoted by S and it having its octal value 4. SGID is denoted by S and having its octal value 2, and sticky bit denoted by T and having its octal value 1. So in case any file is having read write execute permission, and again we are applying SUID permission for that file, so it will be RWS. It is denoted by RWS, means this file is having read write execute with special permission SUID. And if that file is not having execute permission and still we are applying SUID for that file, so it will be denoted by capital S. So let's check whether it will be capital S or not for file pass WD. Let me remove the execute permission and then check what will be the permission. So I'm going to use command chmod, and the permission for this 3 is reserved for user, this 3 is for group, and this 3 for other. So I'm going to remove execute permission for user. So the command will be u minus x, and it is going to apply on pass WD. So let me check the permission. So here you can see it is denoted by capital S, means this file is not having execute permission, but still this file can be used by any of the user. Okay, so and the same for SGID. If this file is not having execute permission and still we are applying SGID permission, the special permission to that file, it will be denoted by capital S. The same is for sticky bit. If the directory is not having execute permission, then it will be denoted by capital T, otherwise it will be small t. Okay, so let's uh, do the practical. Suppose I'm going to create any directory. I'm going to create any directory like dir1. Okay, so check the permission for dir1. So now it's default permission. It is default permission 755. If root is creating any directory, so the default permission assigned to that directory will be the 755. Okay, so now I'm going to apply sticky bit for this directory. So the command will be chmod. It is applied only for other t, and then dir1, check the permission. Okay, so sticky bit is applied for the for this directory. Let me apply write permission also. So now this directory having read write execute permission with sticky bit. Okay, so let's change the user. Right now I'm in root user. Let me change to admin and try to create any file and try to access this directory. Okay, I make some mistake. I should not create this directory inside the root homes directory. uh, Let me create outside, because always root homes directory will not access by any of the user. So let me go inside the root partition and then create one directory inside it and change the permission for other plus write and sticky bit. Okay, so now this directory is ready. So let me change the user. So now admin is get access to the dir1 directory, and here nothing is created. Let me create any file uh, ad. So the permission for file ad is 664. Okay, so let me change the user. So now I'm in user Vikas. So let me access. Okay, so now dir1 is also accessible by this user. If I press ls-l, so it is created by admin, and uh, let me try to edit this file. So this giving me the warning that you cannot change it, you can only read the content. Okay, so I'm going out and let me try to delete this file. Okay, it is also not giving permission to delete this file, and let me create any file with this user. So one more file is created with the name vic. If I cat, this file is having this is file. Okay, so let me change again the user admin. So now I am in admin user. Again let me change the directory. I got access. So here the admin user can see two files. One is created by Vikas user and one is created by self admin. Let me check. Let me read the file created by Vikas user. Yes, admin user can read the content of the file. But let me try to edit this file. So again it is giving me the warning that this is read only, and let me try to delete this file. Okay, it is omitting the permission. Okay, it is not allowed to delete the permission. So this directory is accessible by all the user. All user can create their file inside it. All user can read a file to any other user, but they cannot delete that file. So this is the special permission sticky bit applied to particular file for particular directory. Okay, so let's come into the root user. So this is how you learn SUID, SGID and sticky bit. Let's try to apply SGID for any of the file. Suppose I'm having this fail.txt. Let me apply the uh, SGID for this file. So it is applied for group. Okay, so plus s So this file, this fail.txt file is not having execute permission. So what will be the letter over here? It's capital S. Okay, so here you can see special permission is applied. This is for group, and let me try to apply special permission for user, that is SUID chmod u plus s fail.txt ls-l. So here you can see its color is also changing. Here you can see S is here. So here I applied SUID, SGID, and no sticky bit. Sticky bit will not work for file, it is only working for the directory. So let me make it small s by applying the permission user plus x and g plus x for file fail. Sorry, it is should be separated by comma. Now if I check, this makes small s. So this is how you can change the permission for the file with special permission. Let's try to apply special permission with octal value. So if I applied chmod for file, let's work on pin.html. Let's try to apply SUID with the octal value. Octal value will be 4. So if I write 4, it will be, if I write only 4 for pin.html, so this permission will apply. Okay, this permission is applied for other, and it will be read only, read permission for magic for pin HTML, and rest will be removed. So don't try like this. So here you can see pin HTML all removed, only read permission is applied. So first letter will start from right to left. So you have to be careful while applying the permission for pin.html. So here what you can do to apply SUID, it should be the default permission for the file for any normal user is 644. Okay, and I want to apply SUID for this file. So the octal value will be in the last from right to left, so it will be 4. The file is pin.html. If I type enter and check the permission, so here you can see I successfully applied permission for user, that is SUID. So this is how you can apply octal value for the particular file. If I want to apply SGID, so the value will be 2, and this will be removed, and it will be applied to over here for group. Okay, if I press enter L, so as I say, it is removed and it is applied to over here. So be careful while applying the octal value. Okay, so let me try to apply sticky bit, and this is for other, and this file is it is file. So will it be apply sticky bit? No. Here it is showing, but generally it is for directory. There is no use to apply sticky bit, because the purpose of sticky bit to apply on directory, so that all user can have access and to create the file inside it. But as the Linux, it is knowing everything is a file. Directory is also denoted by file, but there is no use to apply this sticky bit. It will be applied, but there is no use because it having this specific use of it. So this is how you can also work with the octal value. So we also learn the chmod command, and let's learn the chown command also. Chown. So chown command is used to change owner and group for particular file. Suppose this file is having its owner root and group is also root. So if I'm going to change its owner and also the group for file pin.html, so I will be using this command. Here you can see the owner and group is also changed. If I'm going to change owner as Vikas for this file, so here I can also write like way, and sorry, command is wrong, it should be own. So here you can see the owner is changed but the group is admin, and if I wants to change group, then I need to type like this, otherwise it will consider as a root. So if I press enter and ls-l, so here you can see group and user both are same, and as we change, okay. So now the next command is chgrp. It is specifically designed to change the group for any file. So if I want to change group as admin for file pin, so here you can see group is changed and no other parameter is required for this command. So this is how you learn the special permissions for any particular file, and chmod command, chown command, and chgrp command. So for next video, just wait and keep watching my all videos. So thank you, bye bye.